I bet you Bama fans are so pissed off right now. I bet you they're livid. I bet you they're upset. And I'm going to say this right off the jump. I think they're undefeated with Nick Saban. Like, I just do. I think their discipline is showing with the penalties that just keep adding up, the mistakes that add up. Like, Law, you can't do that late in the game.
No.
You can't throw a punch late in the game when it's, 4th and 8, and now it's 4th and 23.
Yeah.
And that's the play you run on 4th and 23. And it's frustrating to watch Bama because I think they could be so much better and they could be more disciplined. And I'm not used to seeing it. By the way, first time since 2007, I think I saw that they have 2 losses before November.
Yep.
So I think that's how long you can go back to look for Bama, because they've been so dominant and so great. And this Bama team, man, penalties, inability to run the football, it looks strange.
It does. And which, by the way, do you remember back when we were talking about undefeated, who goes undefeated? And I said Bama's more likely to have 3 losses than be undefeated.
You did.
I may have got that one right, luckily.
But may have.
But I also got some very wrong. But but still, it's the inconsistencies, and it's the inability to have some level of running game outside of Jalen Milroe for Alabama. But obviously, look, Tennessee won the game. Like, that was a massive win for Tennessee. By the way, another time beating Bama at Tennessee. And when you finally started getting some movement of Nico in the pocket, and then you finally started having Nico involved in the design QB run game, everything opened up for them. They looked like a completely different team.
Dylan Sampson, let's be honest, that dude went bananas. I mean, he just – I don't know where he was the first half. Listen, they drive the ball down the field to start the football game, and he fumbles. And I don't know if he was banged up. I'd have to imagine he was, because he didn't get very many touches in the rest of the first half. Tennessee, it's a common thread, Brent. Tennessee continues to play like crap against everybody offensively, but their defense keeps them in every single game. Alabama had over 80 snaps. You are supposed to wear down.
Yeah.
You are supposed to get tired, and you are supposed to break. And Jalen Milroe is supposed to break one across the country and score a touchdown. They've got 11 deep on the D line. They just hockey shift the next group in, and they play hard and they rush the passer. Georgia had a little bit of that tonight.
Yes,
Georgia had a little bit of Tennessee in them. And just so Tennessee, even with injuries and guys going down left and right, man, continue to battle. And then Nico got it together. And it was the scramble. I wrote it down. It was the scramble play with 1:45 left in the third quarter.
Deep ball to the right.
They're down. Dude, he rolls to his right and throws an absolute dime right on the money. And they're inside the 10-yard line. They get another rushing touchdown, and Katie bar the door. They start scoring. And Tennessee scored 24 points in the second half. Yep. And is that the Tennessee we see moving forward? Like, is Nico going to – because here's the thing. Okay, I want to be fair to Nico. Nico hasn't played great. Brent, I don't think his receivers help him at all either.
No.
Like, they consistently don't make plays that hit a hand, that hit 2 hands, that make drops. I don't know if he has a number one target. McCoy's good. Squirrel White's good. Yeah. Like, those guys have to make plays for him more consistently like they did in the second half today. But he got it together a little bit. He got a little mojo. And again, their defense every single week just kicks ace and takes names up front. I mean, it's impressive.
First half, 0 points, 3 straight games. First time since 1963, I think it was, that I saw. But
yeah, that's for their offense.
Yeah, for their offense.
For Tennessee's offense. Jeez.
But looking up their schedule before they go to Georgia on the 16th, Kentucky at home, Miss State at home, by the way, who's playing a lot better each and every week and getting better each and every week. So if they take care of business, they set up a big game in Athens.
Yeah, and here's the thing with that too. I think I also see shot plays down the field from Nico that I think, if he just starts to hit, and it's got to be talked. Well, and it's got to be talked about in the film room. It's always long, and I kept putting check marks down. By the way, he missed 4 long that were open. By the way, by 2 or 3 yards. And I think I'm around so many people that are like, you're supposed to hit that. Like, when you throw the ball 40, 50 yards down the field, that ain't an easy throw. No. So that the degree of difficulty is high on that. But if I would just love to see him take something off of it sometimes, because if you underthrow a deep ball, I can still come back to it and give my receiver a chance. When you overthrow it, I have no chance. So,
or you get PI
keep running
possibilities.
Nico more.
Yeah, because that's what yours did a couple times tonight.
Keep running Nico more. I think he gets him in it. Keep rolling him out. But Tennessee's a ground and pound team with an elite defense that I think can win week in and week out because of it. And I think you can say whatever you want. And somebody, Andrew the GOAT in the chat just said Tennessee got a lucky win today. Tennessee had 3 turnovers in the first half and 2 missed field goals. And 2 turnovers in the red, going in, in the areas apart to score. So I think Tennessee kind of actually played bad in a lot of spurts and still found a way to win because they have an elite defense.